Hey guys, Madar True Grid Development, and today you're on board with me for what I call the drive-by. So tomorrow is the auction, the foreclosure real estate auction here in Chester County, and once I have my list made up, this is what it looks like. And I'm gonna do a video on how to get that list, how to make it for yourself. Then I'll explain more about it there. But anyways, once you have your list, you have the properties that you want to bid on, it is crucial and extremely important. Learn from my mistakes, and I've done a couple, to drive by the properties that you're interested in. Drive by your properties. You want to make sure they're still there. When I do my search, and I'm going to cover that in a video as well, first I would look online, of course, like everybody, satellite images, all that kind of stuff. But you want to go, some of these images are outdated, 2, 3, 4, 5 years, whatever. You want to drive by, make sure the property's there, there's nothing crazy going on. And again, to help you determine the value of the property, you want to look at the block, you want to see what else is going on there. You want to see if there's anything bad or that will adversely affect the value of the property. Or inversely, if something is good, there's development in the area or whatnot that you think will add to the value of the property. So that all comes in handy when you're going to value the asset. So anyways, we're going to drive by. There's a couple of properties I want to take a look at today, and I'll check back with you after I'm closer, and then kind of show you what I do normally. So I'm approaching the first property that I'm interested in, and it's still a couple of minutes out, and I hope you can hear me. It's like a monsoon out here. Anyways, the reason why I started this now is because I want to point something out. So looking at the area, it doesn't look like it's the best, but don't get discouraged by that, because when you're looking at these properties, you should not have any emotional connection with the property. This is merely an investment. So I don't care if it's on this street or if it's on $1 Million Home Street. There's a market for everything if you get the property at the correct price, of course, right? So the only difference is when you're looking at areas that are up and coming or areas that are not so great, is you got to be mindful that you have to price that property at a lower market, at a lower price than the market rate, so that way you can sell that property without any potential problems. And the problem is obviously the property sitting on the market too long, becoming stagnant, and you drop in price, and of course in the meantime your money is tied into that property. So just a couple of notes I wanted to make in light of the location. All right, here we go. And of course the main thing that I want to know about this property, if it's vacant or not. Again, like I said earlier, I want to make sure the property's still there and it's not deteriorated. I know it's on Chestnut. All right, I think it's that property right there. I could already see from here. There's 2 cars in the garage, but we'll drive by anyways. All right, I got 939 right here. All right, it's the property with the two SUVs in the garage. So clearly somebody's there. 929 right here. It looks like it's a well. There's a well. I think I remember it's public sewer. So yeah, I mean, a property like this, you really can't park and look at stuff, but I'm just noting some things. Good siding, good roof. It has a central heating and cooling system. I noticed that compressor outside. The property's pretty clean, and I know the street. I sold the property here. And even if you don't know the area, you know, I'll show you in other videos how to come up with a market value of the property. So what we're gonna do now is just kind of let's drive up, see if I could see the back of the property. I wonder if that boat is part of the property. I can't really tell which one it is from here, but yeah. Let's come up a little bit more. We'll take a drive around again. Yeah, look, this is not, yeah, homes here are, you know, between 150 and 175. You might be touching 200 if you really have, you know, a 2-story property like a colonial maybe, but you really can't find it in these groups of homes. There's new construction right up the street, I know, up there, so that's bringing property values a little higher, but that's completely different. See, this home right here, you're definitely touching 200s. Those are the newer homes. Those are in the low 2s. All right, let's drive up again and see what we can. That's a nice home right there. I think that would be, you know, touching the 2s. You know, more square footage, 2 floors of living space. You know, things like that. You want to see that in the street, and that's why we do those drive-bys too. All right, you see the roof, see the flashing on the chimney is in good shape. You know, it tells me that the people are taking care of the home. So chances are this property is not too bad. Having said that, I see the downspout is disconnected. But anyways, looks like there was a garage that was maybe converted to some living space. And tell you what, this property is not bad at all. The windows look in pretty good shape, vinyl windows. All right, and there you have it. That's kind of what you want to do when you're looking at these properties. So, all right, on to the next one. All right, you're going to 28. 28. Come on, be vacant. Let's see. By the way, I will talk about, if you're on the my real estate channel, like I said, we talk about everything. I will cover if a property is occupied and how you deal with it. At least in my case and in my area, but a lot of these things are very similar wherever you live. You just have to find out what you need to do, what paperwork to file and that kind of stuff. All right, so this is on a cul-de-sac. That's nice. Which one is it? Oh, they both have cars in there. Here you go. This is it, right in front of us. 2-car garage, rancher, cul-de-sac. Looks like there's a workshop right there in the back. Well, it's also occupied. Central heat, I see a compressor or central cooling. That workshop is beat up. That workshop needs work, but the house itself is not too bad. I wonder whose junk that is over there on the side, because that will cost money to remove. That roof is suspect a little bit. There's some bulging right above the entry door, but that's fine. That could be just the plywood underneath is buckled up a little bit. No big deal. Looks like it's mature landscaping. That's nice. Well, we're not too lucky today with the properties being vacant. So what that also tells me is these 2 properties might not even make it to the block, to the courthouse, but who knows? We'll see. So what you want to do is, again, you grab your list and you note, we're gonna say it's occupied, workshop, that is a plus. And 2-car garage, I think I already have right here. All right. Well, that's all she wrote. All right, guys, that was today's drive-by. It wasn't as eventful as I wanted to be, but hopefully you learned something from it. Please subscribe. That's the only way you can support the channel. It's the only way for me to know that the information that I'm putting out there is maybe helping somebody out. That will give me the, I guess, encouragement, if you like, to go ahead and keep making those videos. If there is a particular subject or an issue that you're dealing with and you need some advice or unsure on how to proceed, just throw a comment at me and I'll be more than happy to take a look at it. Guys, support the channel and subscribe if you want to see more stuff on flips, foreclosures, or any real estate issue. I've done a lot of stuff that is outside of the foreclosure and flip world that I think you can benefit from as well. If there's some things that you want me to cover, if there's a particular subject, like I said, that you wanted me to make a video about, just go ahead and put that in the comments as well. If you want to know about financing and just due diligence process, all of the above, again, just let me know. And there's going to be more videos coming up. There's a lot of these things that I do almost on a daily basis that we're going to cover. So again, subscribe to the channel and I'll check you out on the next one.